I would like to introduce another Carey School senior in his Panther Points of Pride video.
My parents are Brooke and Ryan Degn. I would say the motivation, just all around, the students here are willing to put effort into grades and everything. And I would like to try to be one of the best students here as possible. Who I look up to? I would say my father. The reason why would probably be everything that I do, the way I act, and the way how I want to treat others are very similar to my father, and I've always just been around him a lot of the time. So I like how he's not afraid to say what he wants to say, and I like how he stands up for himself and how he's willing to talk to others when sometimes that they're not willing to talk, and how he's willing to do the dirty work that some other people won't do. One of my favorite subjects to probably have or do is either speech, just because you get to start talking and communicating with a lot of other people and you start to have a lot of fun with it, or maybe even I know that PE is a big one. I'm big to athletics and just being able to stay in shape and stuff. I also like kind of typing, so typing was one of my other favorite classes to do. So I would say I have to be Rosemary Pearson, because she's helped me out. She's taught me how to do homework and how to actually do work correctly, and she's just taught me the importance of school and what's really important that I should be focused on. She's helped me through a lot of stuff through high school. With my free time, I love to work on my truck. I love to hang out with friends. Usually we do some stuff that we shouldn't do necessarily, but I like doing a lot of things. Most of the time, I like laughing a lot, so most of the time I'll try to do something fun or funny to amuse me. About my truck, well, it's been a project to say the least. I've had to put a crap ton of money in that I probably shouldn't have, but I did anyways. I still have probably a couple, I would say 20,000 to put in it, and probably another 100,000 miles to put on it. So it's going to be interesting what I do with it after high school. My truck is my senior project, and that's one of the other things is I worked on it for so long. I worked on it 3 months, and I'm still working on it right now. So it's just something I really know and I love to do. So that was one of the biggest reasons why I chose my truck to be my senior project. Well, when I was working on it, I worked on it early this summer. So really my mentor was my grandpa. He helped me rebuild it and stuff. He's one of my best friends, and just someone that I also look up to. What I'd like them to remember? Well, there's a lot of things that I want them to remember. Kind of all the good things, but also some of the bad things, just to know necessarily what they shouldn't do with the bad things that I've probably done. And I know I've made a couple mistakes. I would like them to know what I did wrong, and for them to not make the same mistakes. I found a lot of things difficult, and not a lot of them came out successful, I'll tell you that. Not a lot of them. But probably the one thing that I came out successful in was dual credit biology. I knew it was going to be tough, but I was wanting to prepare for college for when I went in for wherever I wanted to go. and I felt like I needed that dual credit in biology just because I knew it would be harder, and I knew it would just be easier here for me with all the support and help I get here. So it was important for me to do that, and the first time when I was doing it, I was average, and I knew I could have done a whole lot better. So I focused in on it, and I was starting to do really good, and I worked myself up to an A in that class. So I'm pretty proud of that. 1 or 2 years. Well, it'd probably either be an electrician or a builder, like building houses and stuff. A year from now, in a trade school, working, probably working for my father, to be honest, just because I know I'll be successful in that kind of business, and I know that the trade school, they pay for the trade school, so I don't have to worry about where the money's going to come from in order to pay for schooling and stuff. So that's another big factor into that. 6 to 8 years, probably going to be working as an electrician still, or a house builder for a company. Don't know who. With the electrician part, probably Buffalo Electric would be my best guess towards that. Most about high school, I would say my friends, and maybe a little bit of football. I've learned over the years that it's not necessarily what your grade is and what you've accomplished in high school. It's necessarily the people that you meet in high school that have shown more to me throughout the years that I will more than likely remember.
Maybe start with last year.
Football? Well, last year it was going great, and I was starting out the season as the starting free safety, and then that was for the first game. The next game we had, I became the starter at tight end. Unfortunately, going into our third game, the week of practice before Lighthouse, I hyperextended my arm, and it became an injury I will forever have. It's not even fully healed all the way, and it was my left arm. So, and then this year, same thing again. I was going to be named starter, offense, defense. I was going to probably be playing a lot of positions, and then all of a sudden, during practice, I tore my ACL as well as my meniscus, and when it first happened, we didn't think it was anything like that. We were thinking, oh, maybe a couple days out, and then we would go on. But went to the doctors and figured out it was my ACL and meniscus. So fortunately, that's what happens with sports. So yeah, it is going pretty well now. So I'm fortunate that we were able to get with a doctor that has done this millions of times, and he's one of the best in the country, actually. And so I'm happy that I was able to go to him. His name was Dr. Tony, so if any of you have a injury like this, hopefully you don't, but he's a great doctor, a really good person, so I was happy to have him do my surgery. That's a tough one. If I was going to have to give any educational advice, when you're in Miss Young's, mostly, just know that she's not trying to make you fail. She just wants you to succeed. And almost all of these teachers want you to succeed. But you have to be willing to, it's hard sometimes to put motivation to something, but you gotta try as much as possible. So that would be the number one thing I would give to a student that's younger. A difficult time that might help others. When I was younger, about 8 years old, I had an appendicitis, and basically I was in the hospital for about 2 weeks, and they didn't think I was going to make it through it, but at that time I just had to be strong and keep on fighting. And what I'm trying to say is, when something gets tough, when something seems like it's impossible to reach, no matter what, you have to just keep on fighting through it. You just have to give it your all in order to succeed and to do the best you can at that situation. So, and that's the number one thing I've learned. Most proud of. All of it. I'm just proud that I've been able to be a student here at Carey High School. I'm proud that I can get along with a ton of people super well, and I'm really just proud of what I've been able to show on the football team and be able to help those younger guys there and be able to help people out in the school that need it. I'm proud of everything that I've done. There's a lot of people. I would think a lot. I don't know if I would have a specific one, but I would just tell them thank you for everything that you've done for me, and the knowledge that you've been able to help me out and helping me find happiness in difficult times, like with my ACL and meniscus. It was a super difficult time, and a lot of people supported me and helped me through that, and it was nice to know that people do care, even when it does seem like it's the lowest time in your life. Thanking Carey High School for allowing me to be a student here and allowing me to succeed. So, thank you guys a lot. I'm Wyatt, and I'm a senior at Carey High School.